What's up, everybody? This is Chris Nichols, and you're listening to an episode of the Nichols and Dimes Show featuring Victor Tapia. Enjoy. You don't know what I'm about to do. Victor, man, what's going on?
Chilling, man. I just got back from Napa.
There you go.
I'm feeling good.
What'd you do up there?
We just went out. We were working on music with my homie Alexi. He goes back to Papaki as his artist name.
Okay.
If you can hear, like, the last couple, I put out a bunch of music with him recently. So
yeah,
we were there working on more music, working on more like videos, and just brainstorming, man, how to take all this shit to the next level.
Yeah.
So it's going very well.
Man, dude, well, I'm excited to get deeper into that in this conversation with you because it's been fun to watch what you've been working on social media. You've been doing some great work on it.
Really appreciate it.
Your music, of course, but man, let's get into kind of our background together, and then your background, which will be this whole conversation.
Sure.
After I read this quick intro for you, so people know who you are.
Sure.
So, guys, I'm here today with Victor Tapia, otherwise known as the Goshfather, who is a DJ based out of San Francisco. We're here right now. It's nice to be back. Mm-hmm. I spent some years living here. He was born and raised in SF and has collaborated with well-known EDM artists like the Bingo Players and others. And we're going to keep it at that, man. Let's talk about the rest, huh?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah. So, dude, thanks for meeting up. This is cool.
A pleasure.
Yeah. So the way we met, it's actually kind of funny. Yeah. You know, most of the people I've had in the show so far are people in my network. I met you in a pretty interesting way. I was at this show. It was Good Times Ahead was playing at Nova in San Diego. Yep. And turns out you opened for them that night.
It was great. It was a great experience.
Yeah, and I literally met you at the after party.
Yes, sir. It was so fun, man.
Yeah, so
I love shit like that, man.
I love it too, man. It brings us together, and I mean, I've of course been following you on social media, and that I said, hey, do you want to come on my show? I'd love to have you on.
Absolutely, man, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Happy to be here, man.
Yeah. So, dude, what's life been like for you? You've spent your whole life in San Francisco, it sounds like.
So I grew up in San Francisco. Literally grew up in San Francisco. My mother is from Soviet Union.
Okay.
Soviet Union. So the kids that I grew up with were all like, Ukrainian and Armenian and Georgian and Russian and people from that world. And that's kind of my background. I speak fluent Russian.
Wow.
So that's kind of my roots here. I don't know. There was something about when I was growing up that, like, there was some point when I was like 20 and well, just back up real quick.
Yeah.
So I've been studying music pretty much all my life.
Uh-huh.
I was like a really loud kid with ADHD, and I always got in trouble in class and shit for like screaming and making funny sounds and shit. So,
I can relate.
Yeah. So at one point when I was I went to like Hebrew school when I was like in middle school.
Uh-huh.
And
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
Actually Jewish?
Yeah. It's like all the kids I grew up with were like Russian Jewish, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Soviet Jewish. And I got kicked out of that school, and at the time, because I was so like loud and shit, my family was suggested that I go take opera singing classes, choir classes. So I've been in choirs and singing opera for like maybe 10 years.
Man.
When I was a kid. So that's what I was raised on, is classical music.
Really?
Classical music, opera singing, using my voice to that like kind of extent. And then there was some point I got a full ride to San Francisco Conservatory of Music.
Okay.
On like Oak Street or whatever.
Yeah.
And dude, I was just so disenchanted by the politics there when I was like 20, 21, 20, definitely 20.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go and I'm going to move to LA to become like an actor.
Mm-hmm.
It was like every fucking sucker.
Yeah.
And I quit. I literally dropped out of college, and I went there and tried to do that thing. And then my parents at one point were like, okay, have fun in LA, but we can't pay for your rent and for your fucking life.
Right.
So the point is, at 20, I left San Francisco, and there was some kind of like, I had like some kind of resentment like in my like community. I was just bored of everything. I felt like people didn't have any dreams. I felt people were not getting crazy enough. People were like wanting to be lawyers and wanting to be engineers. Nothing fucking wrong with that.
Right.
But I was like, bro, like none of that shit, and definitely not opera at the time. None of that shit excites me.
Yeah.
I know I want to do something with music, but what? So I went to LA, and my parents were like, hey, we kind of cut you off.
Yeah.
Good luck. But okay, that sucks. But that's what happened. And then I was living around UCLA at the time because I had friends at UCLA, and I started a business basically with this other dude where we would take party buses from UCLA, take all the European kids because they were willing to get on party buses and stuff and go party.
Yeah.
The American kids wanted to just hang in the frats.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the hardest market for us to crack. So
right. European kids have been going out.
$20 to get on a bus. Club. That's what we do. We take these kids on party buses.
Yeah.
30, 40, 50 kids, paying $20 each, making a nice little margin on there. Take them to the nightclub. Nightclub loved us. We roll up sometimes at 50, 100 kids. Damn. As the business grew, this is how I supported myself in LA for years.
Wow.
UCLA. But dude, when I started going out to the nightclubs, I was like, holy shit, they're playing. I mean, I don't know what a nightclub was. In SF, it was just like hip hop. That's it.
Okay.
When I was growing up.
Right.
When you go to a nightclub in LA, it's like hipster, and it's like, that's when like DJ AM and all these like legendary DJs and like Daft Punk played Coachella, like all this shit. I think that's, I mean, I don't know, Matt. I'm not wrong. But you go to a club and they're playing Dr. Dre into Daft Punk, into Nirvana, into Kings of Leon. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And people are like dancing to hip hop and then dancing to Nirvana and then dancing like new shit. When I was working at these clubs, dude, bringing people and dealing with like Hollywood people. Yeah. Going from San Francisco, opera, dork motherfucker, to now I'm dealing with these fuckers, and I know you're on the list, like very LA in a second, but that's like, listen, I'm already on this kind of train. I got to make money. But dude, I fell in love with the music and the culture and how there's one dude up there and all the chicks are going crazy for him and he's like doing sick shit. Yeah. Nirvana into Daft Punk, like it was really impressive as hell. And that's all shit that I liked. Right. I actually like that kind of music. I really was in this kind of crossroads of like classic rock, indie rock, and specifically up and coming Justice, Daft Punk, all this stuff. And LA was just, it was that. Yeah. I can fucking do that. I'm a fucking I'm a classically trained piano player and opera singer. I could do that shit. Yeah. Well, truth is, you can't do that shit just because you're a classically trained opera singer and piano player, because you have to unlearn so many rigid rules. So when I was in there, and that's the point is that got me into DJing. So I was running these parties nonstop. It was getting crazier and crazier. Yeah. So, you were telling me earlier, this is kind of more of like an entrepreneurial kind of podcast conversation. Dude, I was in the thick of it being an entrepreneur, having to deal with P&Ls. P&L. I went to music conservatory. I don't even know how to balance the working. I can't. So, dude, it was getting so wild. And like we were delegating, we were hiring people, we were doing payroll on this fucking company. I was like, why? And meanwhile, like I was studying a little bit at UCLA, and then I kind of stopped doing UCLA, but my business was in UCLA and then USC and then all these other little colleges and stuff. But it was just crazy, dude. But in that meanwhile, my partner was like, dude, you should just fucking DJ. And I was like too proud to like start doing that. I was like, this is like 2009, 10, when Skrillex and all the EDM was really starting to blow up. And then I was there, dude. I would see, well, when I was working at that first club that I was telling you about when I first started the business, Lady Gaga would perform, and people were like, oh God, like Lady Gaga prior to blowing up. Right, wow. Like DJ's killing it, Nirvana, Daft Punk, he's killing it, and then it's like,
sounds pretty LA.
All right, everybody, you gotta fucking make some noise.
Oh my goodness.
And we were all like, oh, okay. She would do her song Poker Face, and we're like, okay. Right. 6 friends that came to support her were like, yeah, killing it, whatever.
No way.
We would all be like, Jesus, get the fuck, okay. Like, okay, boom, and he'd play like start DJing every, like, thank God. Wow. But dude, she was fun. And then she went on to become the biggest superstar on the planet. But but that was the kind of vibe over there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and so I mean, that's the shit that I was surrounded by, and I was just like, I want to fucking DJ. Like, I'm more focused kind of on the business stuff and kind of like trying to make music on the side. I was like getting into kind of producing music and stuff. Okay. Then I realized at one point, it's like I'm bringing sometimes 250 people to the venue in like 4 different like limos and buses. And stuff. I could be getting paid to DJ and to bring these kids on top of that and to get the money for the. So I was like, fuck it, I started, and it kind of was a grind in the beginning, and then I got this one party where they allowed me to bring as many kids as I wanted. It was upstairs at this club called Playhouse in Hollywood, which was a very downstairs. It was right on Hollywood Boulevard. Downstairs was like an urban night, hip hop, craziest party down there. Yeah. And then upstairs in like a 250 person capacity little kind of shoebox upstairs, I could book DJs. Yeah. Under me, and I could headline the little room. But everybody from my bus would come if they wanted to hear like house music and Avicii and Swedish House Mafia shit that was popular at the time. I would be playing that up there. Wow. I also ended up booking, when I was up there, I booked some guys from Orange County, these guys named Scott and Derek, who they would bring 150, 200 kids from Orange County. Oh, wow. So an hour and a half sometimes drive if you're on a bus. Yeah. And they'd be longer. Mm-hmm. They would come and they would kill it. They would come DJ on their laptops, 2 guys. I've never even seen a DJ duo before. Yeah. They'd go back to back, kill it. They're the people that played, I mean, the people that they brought, diehard fans. They were so professional. they ended up becoming, I mean, they were at the time, they're called Slander. They're a DJ.
Oh my goodness. So that was Slander.
That was Slander. And dude, they were the most incredible people. So professional, so humble.
Yeah.
Still are to this day. And that's why that they're gigantic megastars. Dude. Gigantic megastars to the point of like, there's some of the biggest household names. And it's like, the point is, I got to see the really early beginnings of like a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I got to like be, you know, humbled by how so many people around me that I kind of started with put in this incredible amount of work and reap this incredible amount of success. And I kind of, that brings, I'm assuming that's where we're going with this podcast, right? That's kind of the idea of this.
Exactly.
He's like kind of analyzing that. I mean, I don't want to keep kind of droning on here.
No.
But if you want to ask anything.
No, well, that's, it's a good base, and I appreciate that background.
So that's kind of basically how I got into it. And from that point on, I was like, fuck, started getting a little bit bigger gigs, a little bit bigger. And then I called myself Goshfather, and that was a whole thing about how like, I called myself Goshfather, and so many club owners were like, I am not fucking putting Goshfather on a marquee.
Why?
At mine, like, they're like, this is the fucking shittiest name we've ever heard.
Why? Why did they like that?
Because that's how it is in LA. They just don't like anything.
Yeah, that's true.
If Arnold Schwarzenegger's fucking cousin's hairdresser's uncle came in and said, I'm Goshfather. Oh, yes, right this way, sir. Yeah, I'm in bottle service. Yeah, I'm bringing models.
Yeah, you're exactly.
But because I'm ding dong number 6 at the time, you know, down the firing line.
Yeah.
They have to.
So true.
Until because that's their leverage on me. Because they're like, oh fuck you, they could pay me less infinitely.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
That's right. Oh, you're like, no, it's uncool. Your brand is uncool. Cool. They'll pay me $150, $200 less.
Yeah.
So it was all fucking, it was all business, I guess, at that point. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I started. That's the point. That's how I started with music.
No, it's incredible. And I love how you shared the business you were running with the buses, UCLA, and the kids.
It was a core of a lot of this.
Yeah. So it's like, and that's a trend I'm finding in all these podcasts I'm doing.
Yeah.
There is some sort of early, you know, go at entrepreneurship in everyone's journey, right? And for you, that was what you were doing. That was your main thing, right? You weren't like,
there was no other way. I wouldn't be able to eat and pay rent if I wasn't focused on that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's like any business. If no one's, you could have the kitchen in operation. It's in the room.
Yeah.
You're losing money by just existing.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of what we were
breathing. Yeah. Air costs money.
Dude, exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's true, man.
That was my situation. But dude, fortunately, it went really well. I mean, it was a freaking sweet deal.
Yeah.
For a lot of kids.
So that's the origin of your DJ journey.
Yeah.
Which is great. And then you got to know some people who are early on, like Slander. I just was at, I guess it's a year ago now, I saw Slander at Coachella. And I didn't know much about them, but it was a big show. Like, they were amazing.
Huge show. They are amazing. They're incredible, and they fucking...
Are you still tight with them to this day?
So, in June, I am DJing... Well, I just played this music festival in Mexico 2 weeks ago now.
Okay.
With my homies. I have a friend, Karen Krawczyk. He runs this promotional kind of travel package type of experience company called One and Only in the state of San Francisco Bay Area, and they take kids in buses and chartered buses from San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, of course, and probably other locations. Take them to EDC, take them to the major festival, Snow Globe, whatever the hell it is, Beyond Wonderland. Put them in the bus, get them a hotel, if applicable, like in Vegas, they get them a hotel, and they get them a ticket.
Yeah.
It's an unbelievable package that they do. So he's the guy that runs it is my childhood friend. When I say childhood friend, I don't mean like when we were kids. You know, that was my little group. That was my little homies, the little Russian-speaking gangsters walking around the avenues over here. Wannabe gangsters. So we so that's his baby. That's his company. He threw his first festival because all this time he's been facilitating invitation to festivals like EDC. It's their biggest flagship product. They bring all the people from. Yeah. I mean, they kill it. It's an operation.
Right.
It's not get on our bus and we'll see what happens. They have people with walkie-talkies. It's a full white glove operation. Yeah. Bringing kids from their cities to Vegas, organizing the rides to the hotel rooms, organizing the rides from the hotel to the venue, to the Speedway in Las Vegas, back to the hotel, and then all the way back on Monday morning back to Los Angeles, San Diego. So right. It's unbelievable to watch them work. You want to talk about entrepreneur? We should have him on this. I mean, he's unbelievable. Okay. Well, that's it. Funny. The last question I asked in the show is one person you think I should have. Him. Oh, okay. I got. And the fun thing is, the thing about him, he's so brilliant. He has to do more of these fucking things. Yeah. But he's the kind of guy, just like I kind of was when I was doing all my shit. Yeah. Is like, when you're in it, it's so difficult to like step out and have perspective that you're
Yeah.
doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Because in order to get to that level to be an operator like that, you have to kind of, you should sit down and get perspective and breathe, but a lot don't.
Right. 100%. Yeah.
So the point is, he threw his first festival on their own, booked the lineup. I was on the lineup. It was very kind of them to bring me on there.
Yeah.
And the resort in Rosarito, it was so fun, dude.
Yeah.
They took the entire resort and like they built a gorgeous EDM stage, one inside, one inside, and we just partied for 72 hours there, man. By the way,
wow,
amazing. So I'm literally, you know, today we have the Warriors-Lakers game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we get fucked up. I'm like, dude, I still am scared of alcohol. Like, I mean, I can't,
from 2 weeks ago.
yeah, exactly. So point is, seriously, like I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'll be drinking water at the bar.
Okay.
But point, longest of story short, Slander.
Yeah.
So that was my first music festival showing in years. I forgot to mention this, and I'll try to get in this really quick, but after I started DJing in Hollywood and I was getting those gigs, one of the people that I was booking was this kid named Jeremy.
Okay.
And when I was at that upstairs little EDM party, 200 person, he would bring out shit ton of people. He'd come and DJ. He was a really fantastic DJ. He'd bring out a lot of kids. He was like an LA-ish kind of guy, surfer kind of guy. And he would bring out like celebrity Mickey Avalon, fucking all these like LA people that can see him, support him. And me and him ended up becoming in a duo. So for years, me and him were in a duo called Goshfather and Jinko. And we would make like trap music and the sort of dubstep, kind of heavier music. And we broke up. We just had the creative differences. We broke up in 2015.
Okay.
But dude, we were poised. We were going on multiple tours. We were killing it, dude. Yeah. Because we kind of came up together in the blog era. And we made a couple of remixes. Those are the days. We made a couple. We have a song with Slander. We have a song with King.
Okay.
We have a song with Keizo. We have a remix with Keizo, song with King Slander. All the dudes that are so just incredible dudes who are killing it. Keizo just sold out the Forum in Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
Absolute gods, dude.
Jeez.
Brilliant human beings.
Yeah.
So we started with them. You know, we started kind of with them, but it was just, you know, we just had creative differences. But we were killing it. We were really killing it. And we came up because we had 2 or 3 or 4 remixes, just bootleg remixes, not unofficial. Yeah. That went hyper viral on the blogs, and we started touring from that. In those days, but see, now thinking about it, that's the equivalent of TikTok now. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's TikTok now is what the blogs were then, and that's what a lot of musicians and people have to realize that, by the way. Yeah. Especially people my age who are still stuck in this, we have to get a blog that nobody fucking reads a blog. Yeah. I would rather jump out of the window than read about sounds. Read about some sounds today. Oh man, it's true. To be brain, I got a whole thing about that. But point is, so when we broke up, I kind of started doing my own thing. I really just wanted to focus on house music, kind of like funky disco house music, and that's what I've been doing for a long time, man. And now so that was my first festival showing at that thing in Mexico. Yeah. But my next one that I booked is a huge one, and I'm playing with Slander and and Claude Von Stroke and a bunch of amazing people. Oh wow! I've never been on the same bill before as Slander. Yeah. Well, since we were in the Hollywood upstairs thing, if that counts. Damn. But I'm playing in Alaska. I'm playing in freaking Alaska with them. What? Yeah, dog.
Where in Alaska?
In Anchorage.
Oh my god.
In June. It's going to be a giant. I mean,
is this like a new thing or a festival that
it's been happening maybe last year, a couple of years? Okay, it's massive. So day 1 is like a lot of electronic acts. Day 2, a lot of rock. Day 3, huge hip hop, including Ray Shremmer. Yeah, oh wow, huge artists. It's going to be the biggest like summer festival in Alaska.
I need to look this up. This is cool.
Come, it'll be amazing. Yeah, I've never been there. I like cold climates because I'm always fucking burning to death. I'm always hot. So maybe I'll move to Alaska. Who fucking knows? But it's called Sundown Festival Alaska. Yeah, let me make sure this one correctly so I don't flip it.
Wow. Okay, so
Sundown, Alaska. Yeah, 16. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sundown, Alaska. 16th. Get your tickets.
Amazing. Yeah. Man, okay, so that's interesting. So
yeah, that's where I'm at, dude.
Yeah, I love it, man. So when you started coming up in those LA clubs after you were transitioning from doing the bus transportation business to the clubs, and then you were getting your DJ brand going.
In the duo.
Yeah, you got into the duo.
The duo was like a really big thing. It was a big part of it.
God, because he had his, did he already have a pretty solid network?
He had a pretty solid network, but me and him, so the thing about me and him was it was just I'm super ADHD, quote unquote, Mr. fucking artist. I mean, he definitely is an artist as well. But the way that we operated in that duo was really interesting.
Yeah.
I was very like, brain fart creative, like musical ideas.
Sure.
He would take my crazy scattered ideas and organize them into something that we can actually finish. He would help.
I see.
He was to help me get through the finish line.
Yeah.
And but then what happens is we just had like creative differences, his vision for our music and my vision just kind of clashed, and we kind of
for sure
in a separate ways. But that was a big aspect of it, man. I mean, that's really the only way that I'm actually getting, well, I don't want to really say what I was about to say, but it helped me a lot. All of my connections and networking and everybody that I know in the music industry and beyond is because of that era.
Okay.
And even now people like go, oh my God, Goshfather is in Goshfather and Jinko. Like our songs have millions and millions of plays.
Wow.
That era. I mean, it's millions.
Okay.
So
incredible. Yeah. So I was asking because so many people are trying to be DJs all over the place, right? It's all over the place. And it really, I think there's a lot of, there's a lot of skilled DJs who will never be known. And so the ones who...
You were my favorite subject.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So excited about it.
Good. Okay. And, so the first podcast I actually released in my show in January was with a good buddy of mine named Maximo. You might know him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's a up and coming DJ as well out of San Diego. And I mean, he just did he's done Splash House a few times.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. He just did the Doolab this past year.
Oh,
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
here's a connection that you may not know. Do you know DJ Susan?
Yeah.
He's becoming a very good homie of mine. What incredible! We played Mexico together. He was one of the...
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Okay.
Played the day before me.
Huge. Okay. Amazing.
So that's the whole squad.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. Those guys are always together.
San Diego.
Yeah. But this is a topic I brought with him as well. And, I'm interested in your answer, which is how is it that you were able to stand out and blow up in your own way compared to so many other DJs out there that kind of just do it as a hobby, even if they are really good, right?
Okay, so yeah, for sure. So let me tell you the genesis of how this all goes. I went, and when I first started getting success when I was in the duo, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I can tell you that when we were making music, our regiment was not, hey, let's go finish some song. Looking back, the reason that we blew up at that time was because we had psycho crackhead energy in how we were doing it. We would meet up like you're going to the gym. Not to go to the gym to get reps in. You're going to the gym with direct. You are like getting shredded and getting a six pack, and you have a Mr. Universe like competition coming. Going like like we were in there. We would fucking forget to eat. Like we would be like tearing up and like exhausted. We'd still be like, we have to fucking just get a song done per session.
Right. Wow.
We had crackhead energy. We didn't know what we were doing.
Wow.
We had like people at that point were blowing up past us that we started with. There was a lot of ego involved. There was a lot of, we're not going to ask them for advice. Whatever. There was a lot of shit going on. But all we knew was that whatever the fuck happens, if we just continue to just keep making music. And at the time, this was pre like short form Vine content time. Our shit that really actually also helped blow us up was, believe it or not, Facebook like pages. Facebook, when you had like a artist page, whatever page, you like it, and that was like a huge thing. Remember how that was like a brand? They had 100,000 likes. They're selling tickets. They're doing shit. Dude, our page blew up because we did this hack basically. That actually, I don't know if you want to say that, but Slander taught us at the time. They would take big like videos that already went viral. And by the way, you could pretty much just take. People are still doing this today in the TikTok world. You take videos that are already fucking viral, had 1 million views on them. Because it's funny, it's interesting, it's cool, whatever. Put your music over it and then just repost it on your page. It was wild fucking west. So, dude, we have videos that went, it's like 100 million views.
Really?
On Facebook.
Really?
With our song on it. So, and then obviously we would pin a comment under the video, hey, go to our SoundCloud to check out the thing. Go to YouTube, check out the thing. And people would run up the numbers. It was insane. So we were exploding from that. So there was that era. So to answer your question, there was a lot of like perfect storm of us constantly trying to find little tricks to get our asses out and our music out there, but also combining that with gritty. We were learning production as we were producing music. Not like seasoned dudes that came in like, oh yeah, let's do this. Dude, when you listen to a lot of our shit, it sounds like shit, but it doesn't matter because. And this is another thing I want to get into. Right. It didn't matter that it sounded like shit because fucking 10 million people loved it. And it's another huge thing, by the way. So that's the genesis. So that was that era. That was the mindset in that era. go, 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 go. Even if like you don't know what the fuck you're doing, go, 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 go. You're gonna learn. It's compound interest. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna go, I suck, I suck, I suck, I suck. I'm kind of cool, I'm kind of good, I'm kind of good, I'm fucking amazing. And that's the trajectory that's going to happen no matter what.
Yeah.
You are fucked if you go, I suck, and all these other reasons that I shouldn't be, I'll get to it later. Like the minute you're not doing something,
Right.
you are screwed. It's a hobby. It's a hobby if you're not doing something.
Yeah.
If you're not in the gym, I don't care if you're at least doing 5 push-ups a day, you're less of a hobbyist than the person that goes, I could fucking do 5 fucking push-ups any fucking time I want, man. I'm not going to do it right now. That person is not in the arena with the person that's doing the minimum but showing up every day.
Sure.
Right? So we were just showing up. We were like, if we just show up, we were in this, we were going to his studio. It was like in this little garage, extended like part of his garage. We're like, I just know that if I pull up in my car here and I bring a fucking Red Bull and we fucking start going, but I'm clocking in 7 days a week doing this, we're going to win. And we did. We had a huge success, dude. We were really touring the entire country.
Yeah. Wow.
Playing music, and like it was amazing. So to answer you, getting back to the question, why did we blow up?
Yeah.
So that was the perfect storm then, but that was then. This is very, very important.
Yeah.
For anybody that maybe happens to be like an up and coming whatever in the kind of creative world, period. I really want to kind of make this holistic.
Yeah.
What got you there then will not take you further now. One more time.
Yeah.
What got you there then, because I have a lot of homies that blew up in that era that are like, social media.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's like me fucking saying, you're gonna drive? Well, I got my horse and buggy. You fucking, you. What do you just love obsessed with social media? You're obsessed with cars. I'll get on my horse. I hate people like that. Well, I don't hate people like that. I now have empathy for people like that.
Okay.
Because it's out of fear. I understand.
Sure.
Fear of change is really, really powerful thing.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Really. So that was then. Now, I am on what I like to always say is like I'm on my 4th music career.
Okay.
At this time when I was being like groomed to do like serious like opera music, and I got rid of that. There was a part when I was like trying to just be a Hollywood club DJ. But then I was seeing all the big opportunity of the music blowing up.
Yeah.
Then I got in the duo. There's that whole area, Hollywood club DJ Victor, Goshfather, whatever.
Yeah.
I got in the duo. We had the huge success, right? You had the higher highs, and the higher lows. You look at it like a stock chart,
Yeah.
And then now I have this thing where I started over, especially after we broke up. I was grinding. So if we broke up 2015, right? What is that? That's 8 years? Fuck, that's crazy.
God, yeah.
8 years I've been solo. And dude, 5 of those years, yeah, because I moved back to San Francisco 2020, February,
from LA.
before we know what happened. Someone ate a bat
Sure.
or whatever happened.
Whatever you
I got very lucky that I moved back in February, just on a hunch, dude. On a hunch, I moved back to live with my family in February 2020. And
jeez, man.
And then I was going to have my big birthday party March 16th. And they're like,
the timing.
They're like, no, we're closing everything in San Francisco. I'm like, come on, it'll be a week and it'll be over. Oh boy, how wrong I was. Anyway, so point is coming back and like, so now I'm on my 4th music career.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. My 4th season of doing this. And dude, I've had so many epiphanies just inside of obviously COVID and this year. This year, I've decided this. On January 1st, as people may or may not know, we're listening to this, I've committed publicly that I'm putting out releasing a song a week for a year.
I love it.
On week 21, I've released 21 records. One of that is on a major dance label with big players.
Yeah.
20 of them are like remixes and stuff that I play that just for me. And dude, I'm developing a fucking fan base like this with my fucking hands.
Dude.
I'm not going, oh my God, I'm doing it. I'm putting my hands into the fucking dirt. Like my hands are bleeding.
You are, yeah.
Bro, I wish I could show you. I am DMing 50 people a day.
Really?
Not like, and saying thank you for listening. If they liked one of my videos, I have a ritual where just like someone goes to the gym, I go on my past likes, the likes on my content, and on my SoundCloud, wherever I'm releasing music, whenever my face is attached to my brand, anything. I am sending 40 to 50 DMs a day, voice notes. Thank you so much. So if you're out there and you heard this, I want you guys to know that I'm out there fucking doing this better. It's not an AI, right? Which is very good, but that's coming soon. I am personally thanking people. I'm looking at their profile going, hey, I notice you're a DJ. Hey, I notice you're a dancer. Hey, I notice you're a human. Thank you. It means a lot. I'm grinding out here. You have no idea how even you liking. I don't even know what I'm doing with the content. Thank you for doing it.
Well, bro, no, it's I relate to everything you just said, and I mean, and I see it now that I'm doing this for myself, right? Because I'm doing all this content for my podcast, and yeah, it's a lot of work, man. And I see what you're doing. I'm like, damn, he's putting some work into it, and it's effective too. It's entertaining. I mean, all the videos you make when on all the different locations, you get your deck and you just set up like outside somewhere on the street. Yeah, it's I mean, it's awesome. And
it's a lot.
Yeah, man, and it's very creative. But I love how much you're engaging with the audience. Like that's something that I'm actually going to take with me.
Please do.
Because that's
dude,
that it goes a long way.
We live so right now in the world of social media. Because now, especially COVID was really a humongous force multiplier for a lot of things. Number one, it made a lot of people get serious about content creation. And how it's not just LOL and doing this to the people are obviously making 6-figure, 7-figure businesses out of little 15-second videos. So I'm sorry, but at this point, anybody that goes and says, I don't really have the content, I'm sorry, I'll have love for the person, but I put them in a box in my head. That person, it doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And they have to either have that journey on their own. Yeah. But I can't do this anymore in like my private thing where I'm like sitting there going, you have to start, because if you don't get it by now, I don't know what to tell you. The reason you're not doing it, it drains me, because now for me, it's like I'm editing all of my own stuff, dude.
For sure,
I'm doing everything on my own. It's like for me to also have to go, I gotta just tell you what's funny. Like when I started doing the content stuff, because I try to post every single day. Yeah. Period, ready to shine. And I'm putting music out every week. I had people that came up to me out of the woodwork, man. It's really crazy. Like friends of mine from years from San Francisco, from LA, whatever. Yeah. They were like, hey, dude, you're posting a little bit much. You're putting out a little bit too much music, man. I'm worried about your audience, man. You don't really want to overstep your welcome with your audience. I'm like, at first I was like a little mad. And then now looking back, and the particular profile of the people that went out of their way to say that to me, not mad anymore, but now I'm empathetic because I understand what's happening here. I am putting a mirror to them. I'm not saying I'm a fucking genius, but none of my shit that I've been putting out recently in the past 5 months has gone viral. I'm not hitting this fucking jackpot, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if my shit is not popping, not getting 1,000 views. My most listened to song that I've put out since January 1st has 15,000 plays on it. Okay, that's peanuts. Okay. It doesn't matter, because for me, I'm creating in the world, in the physical world, in the tangible world, I'm creating this evidence. Yeah. That I am a motherfucker now who is an output machine. Yep. And I'll tell you this, during COVID, for that time, kind of until basically January 2023, I was going into a deep depression, like many people were, because of the situation. Right? Because my identity as a musician, as a creative person, I wasn't fucking making anything. I was doom scrolling all day long saying, this guy is so cringe. Look at this video. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, that song sucks. Oh, I could have made that. I had that mentality. It was poisonous. Meanwhile, when I go to sleep at night, I put out 2 songs in 3 years. But I had all this energy. Oh, well, fuck this guy. Oh, this guy. Actions in the industry. Oh, this guy. Fuck. Yeah. Worry about another. Girlfriend is this. But dude, that was. My hard drive was more concerned with that bullshit than fucking sitting down and fucking doing a push-up. Yeah. So in 2023, the beginning, I was like, okay, that's it. I need to do something unreal. And I said, okay, it's going to start with, I'm going to do a song a week for a year. I'm at song 21. It feels like nothing now. I'm at song 21, and I got to tell you, dude, 21 weeks. Yeah. In my life, I've never just been aware of how long weeks we are in the year, number one. Yeah. That alone is making me just like operate differently. Yeah. Because like, wow, time is fucking, dude, 21. It feels like it's January 1st to me, dude. People can probably. Dude, I'm on the same program here, because I'm doing 1 podcast per week as well the whole year, and I started in January. So yeah, I feel it. It's a grind. It's insanity. So and dude, I swear, only on this last song have I had epiphanies creatively about, wow, this is kind of what my sound is. Maybe I should like do all my songs with this kind of approach. Took 21 songs to do that, dude. Yeah. So here I am in 3 years in COVID, making 2 songs, but having the ego of some fucker that won a Grammy. I haven't. But that's the thing. How many other, and I want this to kind of take this back to what you asked. How do people blow up? It's a combination, and I'm not blown up again on my 4th music career. For sure. And I'm happy with that. I kind of wanted him to come to this, but he's like a very good homie. He's like my creative, like real He's a filmmaker and a musician, absolutely brilliant. He's starting to blow up now.
Okay.
On Instagram Reels and Shorts and TikToks and stuff. He's a filmmaker. He did music videos for like Big Boy and like all huge people.
Yeah.
And him and I kind of got lost together and kind of disenchanted with this LA thing, and especially post-COVID.
Yeah.
Kind of indoors trying to create stuff. And we both, since January, have been on this rampage of putting shit out. His shit is blowing up because his visual stuff.
Yeah.
Instagram loves his pretty visuals, the gorgeous kind of cinematic. And me and him just spent this whole kind of weekend together. We were just like, dude, if you're not hitting it, it's just not going to happen for you. If you're not showing up and creating something, the most important thing is you're not learning about yourself in the process.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, you got to sprint until you can chill. And then and even then you shouldn't chill if you really want it.
Yeah.
So my mindset is now, dude, even when I do have the first thing that goes viral, even when I do have the thing that blows up, because it will, because the compounding, the scale is like this. You know, I'm showing up every single day. And the majority of 99.9% of people who already, some are artists who have made it then, that are trying to figure out now how to do it, are asleep at the wheel. And new people that are coming up are asleep at the wheel when it comes to content and how to kind of garner engagement and garner attention for your art, for your project. I just know if I show up every day, I'm going to win. I already did it once. Yeah. Period. So what I was telling my homie, his name's Alexi, by the way, I'll shout him out. My new mindset is, dude, when I wake up in the morning, I have 0 followers. I have 0 supporters. I have 0 music. I have 0 content. And I like that. Nothing. Yeah. I have nothing, and that humbles me. It reminds me I don't fucking know anything. Yeah. So that means the minute I find out a thing, that means I've learned something that day. Even on my shittiest day, because I'm a human, depressed, my shit sucks, I'm falling in the trap of looking at my analytics. It doesn't matter, because when you're a cockroach, when you have 0, 100 views is the promised land. 10 views when you're nobody means 9 people accidentally stumbled on your shit, and it was just you and in your mind conceiving something. So that is how I approach every single thing. So to answer your question, how does somebody blow up? You have to be relentless in not asking for fucking feedback. I'm sorry, I know this is like a hot take. Do not ask your friends and family for anything. And if you're an entrepreneur too, I have entrepreneur friends right now that I try to tell them, hey, you're trying to build an app, you're trying to get VC funding, you're trying to do all this stuff. Because during COVID, just like a lot of people in the music industry, I got into like the NFT Web3 kind of tech. Really, I actually had a lot of success in that as well. But I, ended up keeping a lot of friends and contacts from that, and I see them now post everything now. Lockdown's over, trying to start things, and I kind of tell them, dude, you gotta have cockroach ass mentality. You have no money, you don't know anybody mentality, because as a person do when they have nobody, you better start fucking picking up the phone proverbially. AKA DMing people. Like your life depends on it. Yeah, I like that, man. I like this humble approach. Yeah, just treating every day like it's ground zero. It's 0 every day because it might be one day, dude. Right, and that's the advice that I've gathered from crowdsourcing in general with this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm glad you say that, because I'm still trying to, sometimes it's like, oh, is it too much? Is it should I do less and focus more on quality? But what I keep hearing is you have your blinders on and just stay consistent to your plan with that, and it tends to work out. It's usually a hockey stick type situation. It absolutely is. Yeah, a good friend of mine said, whatever the hell it is you're doing, when that moment happens for you, whatever success looks like to any person. Listen, success might be to some people that they just hit the upload button. Yeah, and I'm not saying that everybody's vision of what it means to make it has to be fucking in the private jet. And I really, that's another one of those things. Really make it clear what your vision is. But there's another thing that me and my friend Alexi always say. Was the thing that actually really dawned on me in the past month. Yeah. Because this 5 months has been like, I was talking about like, the earth when it was created. Before it was this beautiful lush. It was like fucking volcanic. It looked like hell. Yeah. Well, I had to go through this moment of destructive, unlivable. Right. Then water to appear and creatures and flora. That's where I'm at right now. This past 5 months, I've been in this like, this volcanic earth that's only starting to grow life on it. I was starting to understand things again. And one of the epiphanies that I had only in the last month or so is, dude, big goals are bullshit. I want to be on stage and da-da-da. It's absolute horseshit. Have that in your mind, but don't do this, I hope one day. What really matters is the tiny, minuscule choices that you're making from wake up to go to sleep. when you start thinking of shit like that, your entire perspective changes. Don't, I want to one day, it's procrastination with extra steps. For, you know, in a situation like you, it's like, hey, just make sure that the fucking mic works. Just make sure the fucking thing's recorded.
Right.
Just make sure that I have my little calendar set up. That's it. Now you can go to sleep. Big goals are bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
To me, like, if I was sitting there thinking about my goals, that's what I was doing for 3 years in lockdown, and I didn't do anything because I would doom scroll and I'd see somebody else achieving 10 times what even my goals were, get fucking mad and not do anything. Fuck that,
man. So
for me, it's like there's so many cliches that unfortunately you hear about the course of your life, especially now that we live in this world of, you know, content gurus, all this shit. For better or for worse, a lot of it is so real, dude. Like, if you don't, it's the tiniest things, the tiniest ways that you conduct yourself on your own when nobody's looking is the only thing that matters. I don't care if you want to be a prima ballerina in the fucking New York City, or if you want to be a DJ, or if you want to be a CEO of a fucking, you know, Fortune 500 company. When no one's looking and you still go and do the bullshit, you are going to, I have more respect for the person that is fucking flashbang, has this and that, because especially living in Los Angeles, how many people did I see that had the clout and had the money in it, had the, well, a lot of people had the clout and the attention, but no, so a lot of people didn't have the money and looked like they had the money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and in the tech world and that kind of business world, entrepreneur world, you see a lot of that too. It's the people that shut the fuck up and did the thing like this, so instead of like this, that they have it all. So to answer long-winded your way to the question is like, you need to shut the fuck up, become a cockroach, become a rat. A rat and a cockroach, I love them because they're gonna eat. If they're gonna eat garbage, they're gonna eat garbage. If they come up on somebody, throw away their In-N-Out burger that's fucking, you know, still fucking warm off the fucking, they're gonna eat. But they're gonna eat. And a lot of people, when they're trying to do some creative entrepreneurial come up work, they get one little taste and they fucking go to sleep. No.
Yeah, man.
You know, they're comfortable. They're comfortable after one little taste because the ego kicks in. These motherfuckers.
No, man, you're sharing a lot of good stuff, and I love that. You know, it reminds me a lot of the book, The Atomic Habits, right?
Really,
the little things every day. And you know, just to go back, my way of summarizing what you were talking about in terms of how DJs blow up, how you really got momentum. You say you're on your 4th music career. 2 things that stick out to me are, well, you know, one, we just talked about this, the consistency, right? Showing up every day, doing your thing. You said you have that crackhead energy going to work every day with your partner. And then
I lost it. Can I just say real quick? And sorry, I'll interrupt you. I want to make this super clear. Like I said, I'm on my 4th music career. When at that moment when we blew up and I started touring and getting girls and getting money and all this shit from songs that we were making on our laptops and our boxers. And bro, my ego went through the fucking roof. To the point of like, but you don't know what that means when it's happening. I sat on my laurels to the point that even for like, basically, honestly, dude, up until January of 2023, from the breakup to January 2023, I really thought that I was just gonna, because of all the shit that happened, everyone's gonna still have my back. The minute I do some shit, it's gonna blow up because I blew up once. Well, that is not how it works.
No, people forget.
And not because they hate you, not because fuck Victor. The beautiful thing is that the minute that I broke up with him, I got such an outpouring, and he did too, sure, on his own way. Got an outpouring of support from people that I thought didn't even know I fucking exist.
Oh, wow.
But I registered that the wrong way. I registered that like, I got this shit, bitch. Meaning, I gotta work less now. Absolutely. The people that were saying, hey, we got your back, were tripling down on what they were doing, even though they were already successful. Man. So that's the point. Like, even when you get that shit, you can't go back to sleep.
And you know, what you just said was actually a good lead into the second piece of what I was going to say. I said consistency, right? And then the second one was adjustment. And so I think that is really tied into what you just described is, I mean, you know, you kind of fell off of the track of the right focus that you needed. You know, you got, your head got big a little bit, right? And
a lot of it.
A lot big. Like most humans would, though. It's human nature as a response. But the adjustments you made, you know, 4th music career, the different situations that are around us, and you're to this day, you're approaching every day with such humility, as if you have 0 followers, as if no one knows who you are. And and I mean, I think that's just a huge sign of how how seriously you take the idea of adjusting and not relying on the past, things you've done before.
But I did. But I relied on the past for an 8-year span.
Mm.
And it becomes like a delusion where I was like,
Yeah.
a minute now, God, or this homie who's on tour playing Ultra Music Festival,
Yeah.
this thing or that thing. Someone's got to just walk through the door
Yeah.
and go, hey, Victor, we remember 7 years ago when you did that thing.
Yeah.
Come on down. Here's clout. Here's money. Here's opportunities.
Yeah.
Wow. It stings to even remember that I really legitimately thought like that.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel, ugh.
No, you really got to earn every day.
Even when you got it. But I'm just saying that moment of like, my boy's blowing up. He got me.
Yeah.
Sure. I hope for people that have those kind of relationships with people, I hope it does happen like that because that's wonderful. But even then, I guess what boggles my mind is like, now with the pace that I'm at right now that's like the way that I'm kind of operating, looking back and ever thinking that I could ever allow to put the responsibility of my own desires, dreams, success, and goals into somebody else's little basket and go, any minute now, when my homie blows up, he's going to give me that magical phone call and we're going to fly off into the sunset together.
Right.
How do you know what that person is going through on their own to get where they're going? Sorry, dude, nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
Nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
Not because they fucking hate you, not because they're mean to you,
Yeah.
but because, bro, it's hard enough to do a thing. Now I'm understanding, dude, from the conversations that I'm having with a lot of people, because a lot of young people come up to me, and I love giving advice to young people. I don't care. DJs coming up, musicians, whatever. I'll shoot up, just like how we're talking. I love getting into this stuff. Yeah. To me, it's science. It's so fascinating to me.
Right.
And if I can, in one conversation, maybe impart something onto somebody of what I'm feeling right now as I sit here next to you, of like this real, I feel free from taking the responsibility on.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Jim and Bob are fucking starting to blow up, and any minute now, that being in that limbo is the most painful thing.
Yeah. Because
the minute it doesn't happen, your house of cards falls down, and you're left with just resentment, pain, and negativity, and a pile of no work. Yeah. A pile of no evidence to prove that you got this.
Yep.
Or you're capable of doing this. And that, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a musician, I've seen a lot of people when the rug kind of comes out, they're left in a really dark, and I mean, they're left in a really depressed, mentally extremely unstable place because their whole reality is flipped upside down. The eggs in the basket is no longer this, don't put your eggs in the basket. The don't put your eggs in the basket is actually, you need to steel yourself from potentially a future very dark place that you can enter into. And dude, to be honest, during COVID, we actually people lost their lives from drugs and whatever, because the minute the hit parties in the Hollywood Hills and the shows and the backstage was gone, a lot of people's identity was based around that. A lot of people's identity was based on 100% telling people that they are about to big shit popping, bro, watch me. The minute that was gone, there was no shit, not even popping. They had nothing. So a lot of people, it was really bad. So I never want anybody to be put in that situation. And the power of taking the shit and putting it in your hands it's a blessing, dude.
Man, dude. Well, thanks for sharing all that, dude. It's funny. I like to ask the question of what's an entrepreneurial life hack you'd have. I feel like you spend most of this podcast talking about that in depth. I mean, I guess, are you able to summarize that like in a one phrase type of way?
100%.
Yeah.
If you're doing anything right now in 2023 and I don't care if you want to fucking, again, ballerina, you want to become a fucking lumberjack, you want to become a superstar DJ, you want to become a singer. Okay. Number one, do not ask your friends or your family or your loved ones for any fucking feedback on what you're doing.
Wow.
I promise you, I mean, unless, within reason.
Sure.
Okay, if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
If you're doing something incredibly fucking stupid to the point of like, well, I don't even know. Honestly, maybe we should just take it by rote, but don't ask anybody for feedback. Don't ask, okay, let me be a little more specific. Don't ask anybody for feedback until something is fucking done. Unless it's in the ether.
Gotcha.
And in my situation, let's say once it's about to get uploaded, once the artwork's done, mixed and mastered with the music, hey, what do you think of the song in terms of, the feedback should be, is this one of your, do you enjoy this more or less than the last things that I've shown you? That's it. It's not about, well, at 1 minute in, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I love everyone. Shouts out to all my loved ones, but out of respect to them and to my journey, I don't give a shit anymore.
Right.
In terms of, if I can like liken this a little bit more like fulfilled for entrepreneurs, like whatever, and musicians, creatives, the only thing that matters if you're an entrepreneur is you, your idea, your company, your thing, and the target audience and how they're responding. That's it. Did you upload your thing and are you getting signups? Are you getting customers? Are people paying 1 penny for your fucking service? The answer is no. Grandma is not going to have the fucking answer, okay?
Yeah.
It's market with creatives. If you uploaded a video and no one gives a shit, no one's engaging. If you uploaded a song, no one gives a shit, there's your answer. Back to the drawing board, because tomorrow's a new fucking day. So no feedback. I did like a video about this the other day. No, I guess here's the most important ones. No feedback. Create something and finish something every day or every week. Give yourself a time constraint to do something that moves.
Hold yourself accountable.
Yes, because nobody else will. Do whatever it takes to create and fully create something that you're ready to go give to an audience. Every week, every day, but don't do year. Do every day if you can, every week if possible, and every month if it's really something like that. And the second thing is, or I don't know if it's a second, that's the third thing is, dude, you need to fucking make content every single day. And let's change it like this. Don't call it content. Okay? Because everyone fucking, the minute I say content, people's eyes glaze over because they think, here's top 3 sexy products for summer. No. No. The power of why you have to be creating, let's call it like this. Content, again, dirty word. The reason you have to be creating media of some kind about the process of you going forth towards your goal and sharing it with the world, again, I'm not calling it content, calling it that amalgamous thing, is because there's your feedback before you have a product.
I hear you, man.
If you're not creating, again, here's another dirty word, personal brand. Okay, let's not call it personal brand. Let's call it creating fans of people who enjoy your process to what you're doing, okay? Personal brand, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you're not doing that, then by the time your big drop comes, you're screwed. No one's paying attention. Are you going to sell your apples on a crowded street corner, or are you going to sell your incredible apples with the fucking in the desert? And most people sell it in the desert and go, why is nobody buying my fucking apples? Because the other person who is dumb enough or maybe not self-aware enough to share his struggle and cringy, here I am uploading my thing that no one cares about for 100 days in a row, is going to have 50 people. They're going to go, you know, there's something about this guy that I see myself in him or her. I like his grit. I like the way that he fucking does it. I don't know. I wish I could beat him. Her.
Dude,
by the time you have your thing, 50 people are going to give it a try. Versus, and I guess in addition to that, is stay away from perfectionists. Not only should you not be a perfectionist if you can, stay away from perfectionists that don't have any output. Which is most.
Interesting.
Listen, be a perfectionist once you have your magnum opus out and once you've created a brand that you have to protect. But if you're a fucking perfectionist that goes, I'm not gonna, I'm sorry if they're your homies and you're on a fucking path, you got to put them on the back burner. You have to, because it's so hard to do anything at all, so hard to create anything. And the minute you're around somebody that is the god of not fucking creating anything, it will rub off on you. You're going to think they're right because your ego goes, well, he seems, or she seems like they are smart. So maybe I'm also on the right path, not doing fucking anything.
Dude,
don't allow it to happen to you. Protect your energy.
Well, Victor, man, thank you. Fuck you. A lot of good nuggets in there. That was just a good sermon right there you gave.
Got them start sweating in here, dude.
I love it, dude, for real. But man, good conversation, dude. I know you got to get going. Why don't you leave them with your social media? How can people find you? How can people find the Goshfather?
Great. So I'm most active on my Instagram at Goshfather, but I've been really the elephant in the room for me has been like TikTok.
Okay.
And TikTok is changing. For those of you that don't know, for algorithms on Instagram Reels is more like produced and prettier and more like nice kind of content.
Yeah.
Think like small music videos, small like interesting slices of life.
Yeah.
But TikTok is becoming long form.
Interesting.
For those of you that are out there that are trying to get into content, long form, 3-minute, 2-minute videos.
Okay.
They're trying to become YouTube.
Interesting.
So what I kind of going to turn my TikTok into is kind of a platform for this kind of shit.
Okay.
Me talking about kind of epiphanies that I'm having on the road to becoming a touring artist again, like I used to be. And
I love it.
Sharing it with people. So I'm at Goshfather, Godfather with a Gosh, Gosh, at everything. TikTok, Instagram. And on Instagram, I answer every DM.
Nice.
From every single person. If anybody hears this by any chance, or you have friends, whatever, that want to talk about this shit and maybe get a little inspiration from me, because I have a lot to share, because I feel like I'm on fire these days. I mean it. Like, hit me up. Don't just comment on my shit. DM me and I'll talk to anybody. Yeah. I don't care what they do. You know.
I love it, man. Well, thank you, Victor, for that. That's super cool of you to do that, and I love how engaged you are with the audience and the mindset overall, and how that's developed and evolved over your journey. So, dude, great to have you on the show. I can't wait to see how people respond to this and to share this with your audience and my audience. And man, let's keep going after it, man.
Let's go, baby. I'm with it, man. Get right back into it.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, yeah, good to have you, man.
And really appreciate this a lot.
Of course, brother. All right. Bye, everybody.
Sweet.
I just don't know how. Slow down, man. I just don't know how.
Thank you for joining our conversation today on the Nichols and Dimes Show. Please check out and follow my podcast Instagram at nicholsanddimezshow. I'd love to have you subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube. You can also find it on my website. I welcome and encourage any feedback you can share in the reviews so I can continue to improve and develop the show. Thanks again, and see you next time.